this summer, this is the summer of 2021, marks the 35th anniversary of this comic book that we have right here, and this is Kamiko's Jonny Quest #1. I'm with the co-writer of the first issue, William Messner-Loebs. How you doing, Bill?
Hi.
And we did a whole video on Kamiko Jonny Quest, so we'll put it down in the remarks if you want to watch that video, which has become our most popular video.
Oh.
And that's probably because Jonny Quest is a very popular character. So Kamiko in 1986 came out with the first issue. There were a total of 31 issues that you wrote.
I believe so.
And there were a couple specials. But #1 was kind of unique because half the story was written by the creator, Doug Wowdy, and the other half was created by you and a few other individuals that we'll be talking about later on. And I don't know how many Doug actually did of these. I know the 3 specials that he did, the one with the Flight of the Condor, I think, was one of them. The one with the wolf in it, where I think Doug obviously wrote the stories, but he also drew them. But the rest was up to you, and you would always have a different creative team, though, with you for a while. And then a couple guys kind of stuck around. You want to just kind of tell us some of the people that worked on this book with you?
Yes.
Some Wheatleys and Heppels and
Wheatleys and folks like that, but also
Bill Sienkiewicz did a cover, I believe.
Bill Sienkiewicz was there, and then I have gone completely blank.
Didn't know there was going to be a quiz here, but
no.
It was edited by Diana Schutz. She did all of those, so kind of you and Diana were the staples that held the book together and kept it some consistency to it. But the revolving door of artists and you know, I guess they wanted a different creative team, but after a while they did stick with a couple of guys.
Well, that was mostly because, you know, Diana was just being beaten into the ground trying to traffic all this stuff around and come up with different creative teams for every book.
Mm-hmm.
That was the high concept originally, but it only lasted through the first year. And Hempel and Wheatley were just so good.
Right,
too.
they were really good, yes.
And
yes. And I think they had a lot of fun doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they did. But the first issue is kind of unique. The first half is done by Doug, and then you have the creative team of William Messner-Loebs is the writer, Steve Rude, and this is one of his very early projects, I would imagine, back in 1986. He's not an old man. Not saying that you're an old man there, Pops. But Steve Rude did the pencils. Mike Royer did the inks, which is an incredible thing because Mike did all the Jack Kirby stuff back in the day. Matt Wagner of Grendel fame did the Kellers. Bob Panana did the letters, and Diana Schutz was the editor. So it's a good creative team there of some well-known individuals. And Bill and I thought for the 35th anniversary, we got our hands on a few of these. That'd be really cool to do 35 of them signed by as many of these creators that we could get. Obviously, Doug Wowdy has passed on in the early 90s. I think 94 he passed away. So he was out, but everyone else is still around. So Bill and I painstakingly hunted these people down and bugged them until they agreed to sign. So we got a box, an old CGC box, and Bill signed first. And then they did a whirlwind tour that has been over a year in the making, I believe.
Oh, yeah.
Right, so they went to each person, and we were going to do 35. We actually did 37 in case somebody messed up. And it went from one creator to the next, and they mailed it on. And they took some video, took some photos, and the plan was to send it off to CGC, and then we would sell these for the 35th anniversary. So that's where we are. So
yeah.
We'll take a look at some of the footage of all the people signing them, and then we'll see what we got in the box back from CGC. So let's take a look, starting with Bill. He sat right here. He signed his 37 books. We put them in the box, and off they went. So take a look.
This is for you, Bill, buddy. See if we can make a difference here. Take care.
Okay, comic fans, this is Mike Royer, and I'm at the soon-to-be world-famous Rogue City Comic Shop in Medford, Oregon, and I'm about to sign at least 35 copies of the very first Jonny Quest comic book.
Boy, are my feet tired.
Yeah, so you've seen how everyone got a chance to, and one of the problems that we had with so many people handing these books, so they're going to CGC for grading, and we wanted the highest graded possible, but we know creators. Every time I give Bill a book to sign, what's he want to do? He wants to read it. And you've seen some of the footage that the handling was okay, but we sent him to CGC with letters, with the video, with everything, and say, please, please, please authenticate the signature. Well, they were nice enough to actually get a hold of me and say, if CGC could get emails or phone calls from the people. So once again, I had to bug them again to get a hold of CGC, but it was all done. CGC said we will authenticate it, and we could probably thank COVID for that. Right? Because there aren't conventions where CGC witnesses all these things. And so they allowed this to happen. So we got back 37 books signed by the entire creative staff of Jonny Quest #1. And so let's take a look and see what we got back. And the plan is to auction these off on Bill's Facebook page. And what a great thing for Jonny Quest fans, for Kamiko fans, for comic book fans, Steve Rude fans, all the people that were part of this, that you're going to get a chance to get one of these books. So as we open it up with a key, no Stabby Joe from Mr. Mink. And here we go. So we're just going to pull a couple out randomly and see what we get, and then we'll have a full list of what came back, what grades we got. Here's a 9.4, which I'm pretty happy with that. I don't know if this box is in the way, Bill, or what, but so here's Bill's signature, here's Mike Royer, here's Steve Rude. It looks like Matt Wagner's down there, Bob is here, and Diana is up here. It's a beautiful wraparound cover, and it does say, and I got to get my spectacles out for the fine print, that it's a signature series, Jonny Quest #1, signed by, it has everybody on there, so it's authentic, and it's just going to be a cool, I'd say, you know, you talk about comic books being rare, and comic books today really aren't rare. I mean, the ones in the 40s are because of the paper drives, but to get one of these that's signed by everybody, there's only 37 of them, to my knowledge.
That's true, and we're all between our driving habits and our drug taking, we're making them rarer and rarer all the time.
Right.
So
yeah, I don't know if I would have the guts, the gumption to contact these people again and say, hey, we've got some more Jonny Quest books, would you like to sign? Not going to do that to you guys, but I really appreciate everyone pitching in and helping out. All the money from this is going to go to Bill. We know that he's continuing struggling a little bit financially, try to get him in a house. Nadine just got out of the hospital. We're going to get into an update later on. But so all this will go to Bill. We will auction them all off. There are some that are going to the creators. Bill's going to get one. I'll probably get one, and everybody else on the list will get it. So we're looking at probably 25 to 30 that will be available to the public. So, and we will start with the highest grade and work our way down. So don't be waiting for the big ones to come out, because that's gonna be first. And we're probably looking at doing this in 2 weeks, which would be the first week in September.
Aha.
And that's when we'll start doing it, because I've got a road trip. Okay, so I guess we could take a look at some other ones here real quick to see if we got anything that was really big. Another
those of you who
9.4.
are keeping track, Wisconsin is once again on fire.
Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Yeah, yeah.
And
There's a 9.6. So we're getting better. We're getting better. I'm not sure if we're going to see a 9.8. Definitely not a 10. But there's some nice graded books here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we'll probably start with the 9.6, and if we didn't get any 9.8s, and we'll work our way from there. Ooh, there's an 8.0. That's and we'll look at the grader's notes on that one, but Bill probably smudged his signature. Or Bill read that one. That's the one Bill read. Another 9.6. So we got some pretty good graded books. So stay tuned. Fans of William Messner-Loebs would be the Facebook that we're going to put these on. We might put some of them on eBay, depending on how what the excitement level is. But stay tuned for the auctions. And anything to say in closing, Mr. Bill?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think eBay likes me very much, because I've never actually had a lot of activity on any of the people who have tried to sell my stuff through eBay.
We sold a couple graded books on there that weren't too bad off. I think that with the fees and everything on eBay, that it's probably just better to do it on your site. And normally we pay for shipping, so we don't have to worry about that. So what you pay is what we get, basically, because the eBay fees are a little bit steep. So, all right, guys, hope you enjoyed the show, and like, subscribe, all that kind of stuff, and be on the lookout for auctions. We'll see you then.
See you then.